Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another Fallout 4 video, this time examining what patch 1.3 has done to Robotics Expert, and we are back at Wicked Shipping with our old friend, the Construction Protectron. Let's get him out of his pod and see what he'll do. That was not my best choice.
That's it.
Okay. And let's make sure he's a construction Protectron. And activate the unit.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Warning. Union violation.
Okay, so we can shut him down, we can command him. Let's command him to follow, and let's see if he's perhaps a little better at following us in fast travel.
Detected. Last recorded break was 9,999
Come on.
hours ago.
That was interesting. He didn't actually say follow this time. Let's try that again, just to be sure. Command. We can say go, but I don't see a follow
Hard
command.
hats are required while within a work site. Please wear your
Well, let's see if he
hard
actually
hat.
follows. He does appear to be following, which is awesome. Now let's take a quick trip back to the Red Rocket. Still not immediately behind us. Earlier I shut that sentry bot down. I just saw him move again. And this might break my link to the Construction Protectron. Well, let's ignore that then. Maybe I haven't broken the link yet. Still can't sleep because he's considered an enemy. And I don't know why he's the only one that wakes himself up, but he does. Alright, well. Whoops. Let's sleep in the rain. Interesting, they changed the plant command from E, to build, to what I had remapped in my interact to, which is numpad enter. Alright, we feel well rested. Let's see if the Construction Protectron has followed us in. Maybe he would be closer to this entrance. I don't see him. Let's head back to Wicked Shipping. And he is shut down here. So I had someone tell me that the best way to get them to follow you was to hack them, activate, command, and
Over here.
tell him to go. We're going to actually tell him to stay. And that fast traveling after you tell them to stay will work the best. Now I've fast traveled after I've told droids to stay, robots to stay, and they tend to
Protect and serve.
I don't seem to have the command to stay as I should. Go. No, I can talk to him.
Moving out.
which tells him to follow.
Move here. Wait there.
Okay. So it's still telling him to stay, but not telling us that that's what we're going to tell him. Okay. All that being said, let's get closer to him before we fast travel. We'll stand right next to him and try and fast travel to the red rocket.
Union
Well, it sounds like he's here. And there he is. Okay. 9,000. Let's grab him and shut him down. And now, I believe one of the notes that I read was that we could use Robotics Expert during combat, so I will go find us a hostile robot. Alrighty folks, we are outside of Vault 95, I believe. Let's make sure I'm correct. Yes, Vault 95. And what makes this desirable is there is one assaultron and there is our second assaultron. Now, we should be able to get them to come, at least one of them to come chase us. If I don't shoot Piper instead. Okay, so we should have one coming our way that's hostile. It says I can hack her. Actually, it says I can hack her from a distance. That's interesting. Let's see how close I can get to her.
You are facing an Assaultron class combat robot.
We got her. In combat. We now have an Assaultron from in combat, which is going to make Assaultrons much easier to get your hands on.
Death is inevitable.
Outstanding. Well,
On me.
come on. Let's see what we can do with our new friend. Actually, while we're here, let's see what happens if I try and take the second one. If I can live through it. Command. The other one may very well turn on me, so I will have to be quick with Stimpack.
Contact. Engage.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we can't have two at once, but we can... Come on, get that. Okay. Let's make sure she's still with us. She's still with us. And we'll just finish off these gunners quickly.
Sir?
Let's go finish off your friends. That's Piper. Okay, so we can now hack bots in combat. Let's...
Sir?
We can't get back into giving them commands without hacking. I'm going to try and tell her to stay and see if she will follow us back to the red rocket, just as the construction Protectron did.
Here. Hold position.
Okay, and then we will come up next to her and fast travel back to the red rocket. We have fast traveled back to the red rocket and she has joined us. So there are some useful improvements to Robotics Expert in Fallout 4's patch 1.3. We can now hack during combat which is incredibly useful, even if it's just something you want to do to stay alive. Having the robot be active and telling them to stay, even though the command word is there, you'll need to tell them to go first. And then once they're at the spot you told them to go to, look at them, you know, activate them. That should tell them to stay. Then you can fast travel. I still recommend being close to them, just on the safe side. If you want to think of it, it's like maybe like a door in Skyrim. If you're close to a door in Skyrim and you enter the door, you're bound to take the NPC that walks up next to you with you. I'm not sure if it's the same mechanic, but I feel like it's a safer thing to do. But we can fast travel them home by telling them to stay and then fast travel. We can hack them in combat. And if I notice any other differences along my travels, I will be sure to post them in a video. So once again, this has been Checkers with another Fallout 4 video, this time taking a look at Robotics Expert changes in patch 1.3. I'd like to remind you that I now have a Twitter link in the description of the video and on my channel main page. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the video informative and maybe just a little bit entertaining. I'd like to invite you to subscribe and ask you to please take care.